Imagine it's 2020. Everyone is in quarantine due to the pandemic, and I'm at home listening to my music. There was a record label I've been listening to called Monstercat, and it was great! Until it wasn't. Hello, people. I just want to make this video because this is based on a true story. I've already told this story to other people, including my family members and my friends. Now, I'll do the same for the entire internet. So, let's start in 2019. There was an artist, well, I wouldn't say artist, it's more like a trio band, named Nonsens, who made their debut song called Heroes. I kinda like it, and it was a cool song. Until March came around and I listened to another song from them called Poison. I didn't really like it as much, but nowadays, it's actually not that bad of a song. But back then I thought it was horrible, but looking back at it, it's pretty unique in every aspect. Now, as for Stonebank, I didn't care much about his music. Every time I listen to his songs, I always end up liking it. Let You Down was my favorite for a while, until I listened to it again, and it's not great, but I did like it back then, and it was definitely my favorite from him, for a while at least. At that time, this was his only Monstercat Instinct song that he has ever released, by far. Same with Nonsens. Their only song on Monstercat Uncaged is Poison. Now, let's go back into 2020, and it was definitely not a good year by far. Thanks to COVID, we are all under quarantine. Well, that's when April hits. I was hoping that Nonsens would make a song for Uncaged, and for Stonebank to make a song for Instinct. That was until I saw a post from Nonsens on Instagram. They announced that they'll be releasing Golden with Snavs. The word Snavs, which is a DJ by the way, went into my head, and I thought that it would be another Monstercat Uncaged track. Nope. It was Instinct. Stonebank's song was released on the same week as Nonsens, so I did what I should have never done in my life. A mistake that I'll be regretting for the rest of my life. DMing them. I could have ignored them if I wanted to, but nope. I actually DM'd them. I sadly don't have the messages from Nonsens anymore, except for one I'll show later, where it was in September. All I can remember from Nonsens is that they reminded me that they will be releasing both on Uncaged and Instinct all at the exact same time. I did not see any Uncaged releases, but more on that later. I also messaged Stonebank as well, but he didn't respond until like a month later when he told me that he was busy with social media and that Instinct releases are in progress along with Uncaged releases. I was relieved. Until I wasn't again. He didn't make an Instinct song in June, but he did make Time, and so I let that slide. He even made that 9th anniversary song called Coming On Strong, which I also let that slide too. I was a bit disappointed again that it wasn't Instinct, so I was hoping next release would be an Instinct release from Stonebank. Oh, how wrong was I? It would be like if I placed bets on which team would win the NCAA championship. But my bet was way off, and I received absolutely nothing afterwards. And plus, I don't place bets in sports games anyways. But before we get to Stonebank's next release, let's go to Nonsens's next release, which was an Instinct track called Nobody Else. I was disappointed again. It wasn't Uncaged. I don't know what I said next, because I still don't have those messages from Nonsens anymore. But I remembered I was upset, and I was wondering, what the hell is going on? Then September came. which was funny enough because we're having school in our house while there's virus particles infecting the air. But what's funny enough is that Monstercat did something really special here. Rocket League X Monstercat Legacy. There's at least 8 tracks on this album. Rocket VIP by Tokyo Machine, Silhouette, Feed Me Remix, Outbreak, Fox Stevenson Remix. You get the idea. I'm not gonna mention every track here, so here's the track list from the Monstercat wiki. And to be more precise, here it is on the official Monstercat website, because why not? Yep, it was stacked, and there were a lot of bangers on there, kinda like the official soundtrack to Across the Spider-Verse, or The Mountain by Gorillaz, which is their most recent album, by the way. And yes, I'm a fan of Gorillaz, by the way. Their music is fucking awesome, but we're not talking about that right now. On September 11th, 2020, 2 songs were released, and that was the VIP mix of What Are You Waiting For by Stonebank and the Bad Computer remix of Walking on the Moon by Infected Mushroom. On the official Monstercat Instagram, they didn't list a hashtag on what these songs were, or at least what I thought they were, I don't know. So I went on the site and breathed a little, and so I clicked on the VIP mix of What Are You Waiting For, because since it's Friday, there might be an Instinct release from Stonebank, am I right, guys? Since I figured that trance music is basically Instinct music, not always, while Psytrance is Uncaged, despite the fact that Walking on the Moon, Bad Computer remix is Progressive House, I thought that the VIP mix for What Are You Waiting For could be Instinct. I was wrong. God damn it. I was pretty pissed off as well, and I ranted in my stories. Yep, I was being a bit of an asshole here, and was also being rude as well. Then I said, maybe this wasn't good to do a rant, because I was thinking differently of what I'm saying here. Then I apologized in my stories. Yep, I apologized, and I thought that Nonsens and Stonebank would change for a bit because my apology was so good. I was acting dumb because artists can create whatever they want because of how they feel. That's something we'll get into later towards the end, since I didn't feel like that back then in September. With that in mind, Nonsens did make me feel a bit better. I still don't have those messages from Nonsens anymore. I know I'm sounding like a broken record player, but just trust me, I just don't. But they were making me feel better, and I suggested them something for their next song. They did not take that, but it's whatever. I never thought they would be coming back next week, because it was Tuesday after Rocket League X Monstercat Legacy. I was scrolling through Instagram because that's what I was doing back then, and yeah, I was doing it during class. Sorry, teachers! Then I saw this post from Nonsens, which isn't available anymore because I don't know. Well, to be frank, it's the exact same image that you're seeing right there, but anyways, they announced their new song called Better, and it made me furious. They said that it would be released on a Friday, which means that it was another Monstercat Instinct release. I was really disappointed. I asked them, why don't you release tracks on Uncaged? Do you hate that side or something? Then they said that they love both Instinct and Uncaged. Then why not you release on both instead of one mostly? Now, while they announced a new track for Friday, I was wondering when will Thursday's release come? As a matter of fact, I checked everywhere. Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, zilch. I can't find a new release anywhere, so I decide, why not wait tomorrow? Yep, That was Reckoning Day. But let's not go that far just yet. Maybe Televisor may come back and release some dubstep, or release their next track, or even Atmosphere, that person that left after this one song, might come back and smack those cheeks with another Raw style song. That didn't even happen, but whatever. The next day, I checked on my computer to the Monstercat website for a gold release for Thursday's release because it was not announced anywhere, and yes, this artist is known for not announcing his track anywhere whatsoever. And oh my goodness, I was furious. Healing Me by Stonebank. Let me repeat that again. Healing Me by Stonebank. I was so fucking mad that I even ranted in my Instagram stories again. I was telling both Stonebank and Nonsens to stop releasing their music on the side they always release on. I even made a cheeky meme and that made me feel really bad. Hey, it's future me. Sorry to tell you this, but I don't have those memes anymore. But I know what they were since it's a simple Steinfeld meme, so you're gonna have to pretend that this is the meme right here that I sent to them, even though it is definitely not blank. There were some images on there, but I still could not find those images. Checked everywhere, zilch. So, yeah, just pretend and you'll get the idea. Thank you very much. Oh yeah, and if you want to look at the messages... Oh my god! The messages I sent to Stonebank are horrible! Back time, I didn't really feel like that, but this is what the messages are saying right here. British boy, why do you keep releasing songs on Monstercat Uncaged? Put your Uncaged releases to quarantine and focus on your Instinct releases. If you release something on Instinct, I will give you a free cat. I was being sarcastic about the free cat thing. I wasn't going to give you one free cat. Please release an Instinct song already! Ah! Here's the meme I sent him. What's that, Stonebank? Oh yeah, it's a meme. I understand you've looked into my stories, but you didn't respond to me. What's happening? I feel that some of your Instinct releases are finished. You just don't want to release them. Where are they? I believe that you are ignoring my messages. Are you doing it on purpose? Please respond, please! Come on, Stonebank. You must have at least one Monstercat Instinct song finish. Can you release it already? Miss me yet? Well, you think? Are you gonna release any more Instinct tracks? If you are finished with at least one track? That would be nice! What the fuck was I saying? I was acting like a dickhole to Stonebank, and even was being rude and selfish. Because I didn't like what he was releasing at the time. It's no wonder why he didn't like what I was saying to him. And he didn't respond to any of my messages. Not even one single message. Except for that one towards the end that I'll explain later. As for Nonsens, I kept on messaging them. I still didn't get any response. Until later that night when they finally responded to me, and this is the only message I got from them, and that other one that I'll show near the end, but mostly this one I got from them. We and Monstercat have a perfect plan for us and our releases. You can't change that. Okay, what is it? Why should we tell you? I don't know. Can you make a schedule for your releases or something? Why the fuck did I even ask for a schedule? Yes, we have a schedule already. Okay, good. Can you show it to me? Even if you say no, I wouldn't care. No, can't see why we should include you in our business. We hope you like whatever we release, though. You hope? Well, after Better, will it this time be an Uncaged release? Maybe. Maybe not. I had no hope for Nonsens, and I kept on sending them unnecessary things to them through DMs because I was so upset. I know I'm autistic, but still, I was very upset. They did make that music video, but it's best not to pull that up right now because it's just a music video for their song called Better. It's not bad, but really, we're not going to be talking about that. As in November, it was an okay month. Until Stonebank yet again released another song called Scared. I was so mad again. I attempted to rant in my stories. However, the story failed to be posted because my phone was a crappy Motophone. So I posted again and I decided to just check it out on Monstercat's radio show called Call of the Wild. We're not referring to that movie, by the way. I checked the song out while making Thanksgiving food since Thanksgiving was around the corner, and for some apparent reason, I liked the song. Listening to it today, it still is a banger. I never thought that because I was hoping for something else. However, December came, and this is where things gotten way worse. Way out of hands, you get the idea. After the best of 2020, we got to the end of the year remixes. It's when they decide to showcase remixes of songs, artist by artist. Yep, after that artist's remix, it's the next artist's remix, and you get the idea. But what I didn't realize, this week in particular is all Uncaged. As a matter of fact, Instinct is taking a break until next year, but Uncaged, it's all up. Now we're in some fuck. That week, I saw that AU5, someone that is unrelated to this but we'll mention him anyways, was releasing a remix of Stonebank's Be Alright. I pretty much wasn't surprised by it and was sick and tired of Stonebank releasing more songs to Monstercat Uncaged. When I saw this and clicked on the song, I was super furious, so much so, I ranted in my stories, and even told Stonebank that I will stop listening to his music if he made another Monstercat Uncaged track. The remix of Spitfire, by the way, came out like a day later, but we won't be talking about that right now. I unliked one of Stonebank's songs. And no, it wasn't Scared. I think that song was good. It was another song. And even kept on messaging him over and over again. And the messages here, my goodness, you don't want to be looking at them. I'm not prepared to read these. Okay, here they are. I'm sorry, Stonebank. I had to do it. I'll leave you alone for this one, but you better release an Instinct track soon. Why aren't you responding to me, mate? I mean, let me just tell you this. Dubstep is getting old, and you should do something else for yourself. Like make a song, just like Conroe and Rogue. I'd like to clarify one thing real quick. Dubstep is not getting old. I do not know what the fuck I was saying back then, but it's not getting old. It's only evolving. And yeah, I mentioned Rogue and Conroe, which are two unrelated artists in this video, but they went from making heavy music to now soft music. Yeah, you get the idea. I was such a dumbass when I said that. I just was super unhappy when I saw that remix. Then, almost immediately, well, in Stonebank terms, a day later, he responded to me this message, and this is what it says. And I'm happy to actually read it because it actually made me change who I am right now. Mate, I make what I make because it's what I feel like producing at that time. If it's dubstep, it's dubstep. If it's pop, it's pop. I don't produce music for others, I produce it for myself. And the option is there for anyone else to listen and enjoy if it's up their street. The moment an artist tries to cater for an audience or for streams is the moment their passion becomes a job. That is true. He is right. At first, I did not get that, and so I sent a response. I think it was a mean response, but I deleted it afterwards because what I was doing was definitely wrong. I was being rude and was being an asshole to these people. I know their music isn't bad, but I felt like I was offending them, and that's what I was doing. I'd like to also mention that I also sent another message to Stonebank talking about what DAW he uses and whatnot, but I could easily search that up on Equipboard. Like, it's there! You get the idea? I made an apology afterwards, but I don't know if Stonebank saw that or not, but I did see that he did at least view my stories. Same with Nonsens, since I mentioned them in the stories as well. Afterwards, 10 months later, I sent him another apology through DMs. And I will not be reading that all in this video, so I'll let you pause the video and read it here, because it's very important, and it really does say what I was saying to him back then. Read it. You read it? Okay. Here's Stonebank's response. It's cool, mate. Don't worry about it. We all prefer different sounds, genres, and moods. If we didn't, all music would sound exactly the same, and we would no longer enjoy it. As the years go by, your music tastes will always change, and that's always a good thing for progression, my dude. And then I replied with, I guess it is. Thank you. Honestly, after reading that from Stonebank, makes total sense. Because music taste does change over time. Back in 2021 or 2022, I was mostly into rap music. Nowadays, I listen to a plethora of music, and there's always something new to me that I always appreciate. Whether it be some hardcore song or drum and bass, it's always there for me, and I can listen to those songs whenever I want. As long as it isn't AI generated, don't listen to that kind of music. As a matter of fact, don't appreciate something that's AI generated, because it's not art and never will be art. I'm dead serious. But anyways, I was acting kinda the same too to other artists like Bishu, but now I know he likes to make what he wants to make. And same with Retrovision too, since he got on the Monstercat bandwagon like a few years ago, even though I never commit to going to Retrovision in the first place, but yeah. I just wanted to see an Instinct release from him, but I know now he can make whatever he wants. Yo, it's Future Me again. I want to include these two things in the video. So one of them I forgot, and the other I will clarify to you right this moment. I forgot to include these messages that I had back in July of 2021. I forgot I sent those, but since I did send these, I guess I'll show them to you right now. So here are the messages. Well, well, well. I've been waiting to talk with you guys my whole life. Ever since I've argued with you guys about your song called Better, which was released on MC Instinct, I thought it would be fun to just message you guys over on Instagram again. And please, keep this private between you and me. I know you got better stuff to do, and you like giving everyone free cookies, which means release songs people like. But what are you up to now? I do not know, I was so corny at the time. Right now, we're just working on a lot of music. I understand you're making music right now, just why is there one Uncaged release from you, and the rest are Instinct releases on Monstercat? I kinda felt like an ass to you guys back in 2020. Are you gonna release anything on Monstercat? This is gonna be the last time I'm asking though. Then they replied, maybe. I said, I thought so. Yeah, I even tried to make them remind them about what I said back in September of 2021, but they didn't respond. However, they did view my post, so I guess that's something. I think they will respond, who knows. Also, if you're looking at the newer Monstercat schedule, I'm talking about the old Monstercat schedule, which was different. Of course, today we would get Uncaged releases Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and Silk releases on Tuesday, and Instinct releases on Thursday. However, back then, from 2018 to 2020, it would work like this. Uncaged tracks would be released on Mondays and Thursdays, while Instinct Tuesdays and Fridays. Since Silk did not exist at that time, we would not get that until like 2021, and then the Silk releases would be on Wednesdays and Fridays. However, since the schedule has changed to a more appropriate schedule for them, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for Uncaged, Tuesday for Silk, and Thursday for Instinct. So yeah, I had to clarify that. And I know you were a bit confused on what I was saying back then. Well, I don't know if you were confused. I was just trying to give you a reminder. Anyways, back to the video. Yeah, that's really all I have to tell you for now. Just remember this, and keep it in your thoughts. Never complain to an artist through DMs on something that you do not like, because it will bite you in the ass like what happened to me, and it bit me really well. My god. If you know someone who is doing this, or if you're doing it yourself, watch this video, or send this to someone to tell them that it's not cool to bother artists on what they're doing. Watch it a few times, and then you'll know exactly what I mean. Like, I am really serious right now. It is not cool to go to artists and complain at them. Art is art, and we should let them enjoy making it as well. Leave them be, and don't bother them, because being rude isn't cool, and for good reasons. And that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching the video, people. I'm sorry for the background noise that is going around with the environment that I'm in right now, especially with the window and whatnot. Sorry about that. Anyways, I know it's 1 in the morning right now, and I've been trying to make this video ever since. I know I don't want to keep it shelved forever, and honestly, I just want to go ahead and release it to the public. Make sure and tell people to not do what I did at all, because it's important, okay? Just a reminder again, art is art, and let the people do it. If I have Instagram stories that I will showcase in another video, I will do that. I don't know when I will start doing that, but I will let you all know through the community posts. So check those out as much as possible, and we should all be good. Anyways, it is late for bedtime now, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Thank you for watching the video, everyone. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, do whatever the fuck. And I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this video off. Thank you for watching, and good night.